time to tune in. Now another Sports Center, it's a movement.
The owner of the Washington football team, Dan Snyder, is it fair to say that he is strangling the life, whatever is remaining of it, strangling the absolute life out of the Washington football team? Or some would even say maybe he's poisonous to the organization. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, to say he's poisonous to the organization is to say like Michael Phelps is a solid swimmer. You know, it goes without saying. I mean, since he's bought the team in '98, I mean, just look at the track record. And for the diehard fans that have seen success in the past and to see what's happening now, it's got to be debilitating, because it's just, since he's been there, it's just been a Groundhog Day type cycle. It's the same issues over and over again. You know, it's like you have a boat that has many holes. You plug one and 7 more keep coming. And it's just like everything he touches within the organization, it just wilts away. And we find ourselves dealing with these issues over and over again. And then, you know, just when there's hope, just when there's a new guy that comes in, or a new person in the front office, or a new coaching regime, you know, there's the honeymoon phase, and everything is like, oh, okay, we're gonna be great again, everything's gonna be fine. And it's like after a while, it just, maybe a season, maybe not even a season, Dan Snyder's just kind of just finds a way to ruin it. You know what I mean? And, you know, and that's the hard thing about it is, as a fan, what can you do? It's one thing if the football team, you know, is trash or is not playing up to par, which is the case right now. But it's also a whole thing entirely if there's no way out of it. You can't fire an owner. You know, you see all of these allegations and all of these things that are happening with the team. It's just like, at what point do you say, like, I have to be better? It's like, do you really just not care? Like, you know, you've ruined one of the franchises, or one of the NFL's darling franchises. 85 years of history down the drain. And it's all the fixes, they feel like cosmetic fixes. You know, there's nothing tangible that he does that is a true fix to the organization. He always has a yes man. You know, when he first came in, it was Vinny Serrato. Then he canned Vinny when he brought Mike Shanahan and Bruce Allen in, and then Bruce Allen was his guy. And as these emails that have come out with John Gruden have showed, Bruce Allen was, you know, one of those good old boys. You know, so it makes you wonder, like, how much more does it go? Like, how much farther down the rabbit hole do these issues go? You know, and I'm gonna just say it. I do not see us doing anything of value as long as he's the owner of the team. And I think our fan base needs to realize what the public perception is and what the reality is this owner is poisonous. And if he's going to continue to own the team, we need to understand that there are certain things that are just going to continue to keep happening. And we can't continue to play this, why is this happening? Woe is me. Like, no, we know why this is happening. Like, and I pray for Jason Wright. He's our new president. He's been doing a hell of a job, man. But I think now he's starting to see, like, this is the job when you decide to be the president of the Washington football team. This comes with it. It's really not football. It's a lot of tabloid kind of, it's weird and it's annoying. And I know the fan base is tired of it. I'm tired of it. Every year there's a new thing. It's just low hanging fruit all the time. And, you know, I don't pray that something bad happens, of course, but I pray that something happens with this investigation that forces the NFL to take action. Kind of like how they did with the Panthers owner some years ago when they forced him to sell. But it's just like, I don't know, like, what is the NFL's infatuation with protecting Dan Snyder? Like, does he know where the bodies are buried? Like, what skeletons the league has? Like, what is keeping the league from taking action? Because you are running one of your darling franchises into the ground. You know what I'm saying? We have a top 5 fan base in the game. You know, we're everywhere, all over the world. And all we want to see is our team do well. When you see the Washington football team do well, then you'll start seeing more of our fans out. You'll start seeing more about us. But, you know, you're only as good as your perception in this day and age. And right now the perception is and has been for the last 2+ decades very horrible. And I've reached my wit's end. I'm throwing in the hat. I just don't see anything. Just to be realistic, I'm changing my my predictions. I don't see us winning more than 3 games for the rest of the year.
Yeah. And then on top of that, to add insult to injury, Sean Taylor, the legendary Sean Taylor, the greatest safety to ever touch a football field, a heartbeat and soul. I mean, you know me, I'm a Miami fan, and that junk hurt me bad, man, when he passed away, man. He is, but I gotta say, man, that whole thing, that debacle that happened last Sunday versus the Kansas City Chiefs was terrible, man. How's that resonated with fans around the league?
Oh, we're pissed because if there's one thing that can be considered a layup, it would be Sean Taylor's retirement ceremony. If there's one thing, because fans ain't going to the games, right? If you watch the games, we're not spending money for this product anymore, and that's really the only thing we can do is not pay, so that Dan Snyder will hurt in his pockets. It's the only thing that moves it.
Yeah,
we know as a team that the one thing that can put butts in those seats is a retirement ceremony for Sean Taylor, and you fumble it so egregiously bad. You lie to the fan base, one, and say that we've been planning this for months. Meanwhile, Sean Taylor's family heard about this for the first time on Tuesday.
Wow.
You rush out an announcement to try to appease the fan base. Oh, we're going to retire one of our greatest players of all time. Everybody knows this is a cosmetic. This is a Band-Aid. You're taking a lot of hits on the PR department because you don't know how to run a damn organization.
Yeah.
And you're letting all these leaks come out. You're letting all this crap come out about you. So you use the one thing that fans hold near and dear to try to rectify it, and then you fumble it hilariously bad. Like I wish this is like something that's new, but this is par for the course. This is what Washington does. And it's sad, man. I feel more so for the family. I mean, I watched that ceremony. It was just so rinky-dink when they went and rededicated the Sean Taylor Way Street there at FedEx. You got porta potties in the background. Yeah. You got a 60-second video. There's no speeches, no alumni speeches. None of his old teammates get to talk. Like, it was just the most rinky-dink operation I've ever seen. I've seen them do things better for the high school coach of the week in Maryland than they did for Sean Taylor. And it was just, it's sad. It's because it's bigger than football when it comes to Sean Taylor, man. That guy changed and revolutionized the game of football. Yeah. And, he was taken from us very early and, went home to be with the Father and, left us with his legacy. And I think Sunday proved that Dan Snyder does not give a damn what you feel or what you think. He's going to do whatever he feels he must to maintain his illusion of grandeur, I guess, because he's still messing up. Like, I don't understand like what goes on in his mind. Is it just truly dollar driven? Like, I'm at a loss, Doug. I really don't know. And like I said, it's unfortunate to say the least.
Turn 100 for the touchdown, King Crown, gain inside, leading your town, hit you faster than the sound, bad boy, throw it down, yeah, I'm ill, not my will, don't cop a fill the house, listen to the roaring crowd, drop a light, calm it down, Heisman, all the haters mouth, superhero hit them, wow, packing more action than bing, boom, bam, pow, touchdown for the win, we live, subscribe right now.